What's up, guys? This is Legacy Brick Studios bringing you a brand new video on some Star Wars gaming news. This is the third part to the new stuff I've been doing this past week. This is the third and final part, so you can go check out the last two videos, link below. Yeah, so the first news video I talked about Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the bonus content and that sort of stuff. The last video, the second video, I talked about my letter that I got from Lucasfilm, which is pretty sweet, I must admit. And I also talked about Episode 7 news, while today I am talking about Star Wars gaming news. And as you can see, I have the two Battlefront games in the background, along with two of the main figures in the forward shots of the people, or not the people, the troopers in the game that you get to play as. But some pretty exciting news has recently been going around. I actually heard this on the radio. I mean, this is some pretty big news. And it is that Disney signs a multi-year contract with EA. That's right, guys. EA is now able and has the permission to create new Star Wars games, and this includes also DICE. And this is just gonna be awesome now, because DICE, they create games like Battlefield and stuff. This is just gonna be awesome. It's really gonna be awesome. I actually don't know a lot about DICE. I really don't, but from what I hear people saying about it, this is really, really good for Star Wars, because they make games that are like Battlefront, like that. And that's very important to me as a fan of Star Wars games, and especially a fan of Battlefront. And there's a few stipulations. I mean, let your imagination run wild about what we might get. People have been speculating maybe a new Knights of the Old Republic game, maybe a new Battlefront 3 game. Maybe we're going to actually get 1313. Just ideas floating around. Maybe like a good Star Wars game like they did in Mass Effect. A Mass Effect Star Wars game. That would be awesome. That would just blow your world. The Mass Effect type game in the Star Wars world. That would just blow your mind, I know. And just, I can't wait until these games are released. But that is one stipulation. EA has announced that they will not begin creating Star Wars games before this current fiscal year has ended. And of course, you know, a fiscal year is when the game people or whoever's making anything is at their top thing. And their fiscal year ends on March 31st, I do believe, 2014. That means on April 1st, 2014, we will be seeing new Star Wars games either being made, or we might be actually getting them to buy. And this is pretty darn exciting. I mean, 2014 new Star Wars games, 2015 new Star Wars movie, somewhere in between new Star Wars animated series. This is totally Star Wars. It's the perfect time to be a Star Wars fan, especially a Star Wars fan of gaming, because we're going to see a lot more coming in the years. And the other stipulation that I see, and this is gonna be a downer to a lot of people out there who are thinking Battlefront 3, 1313. Well, let me read something that the president of EA has said. 3 of our top studios will fulfill that dream, crafting epic adventures for Star Wars fans. The new experiences we create may borrow from films, but the games will be entirely original, with all new stories and gameplay. There's your problem. And if you haven't realized yet, it says the Star Wars games will be entirely original. That means no 1313, no Battlefront 3, no Knights of the Old Republic. That's right, guys. We might be seeing types of those games, but not the actual game, which is kind of disappointing. It really is, because it says original games that the studio creates, basically. That's what it's hinting at. We're not going to see this. We're not going to see this. But, I mean, it would be awesome to have a game like Star Wars Battlefront just to play on the next-gen consoles. And for a lot of people, I know that will cause them to buy the next-gen consoles. Therefore, I will not be surprised if they release a Star Wars game, like, exclusive to the next-gen console. Not exclusive, but with it. Like they did with Halo Reach. Like they did with Halo 4 for the Xbox 360. It wasn't brand new for Halo 4, but I don't think it was for Reach either. But, like, if you sell the game with it and make a cool Xbox cover thing on it, that'll make a lot of people buy the game instantly. And that would be kind of cool to see with Star Wars. I wouldn't mind having a Star Wars Xbox. That's pretty cool, I think. But, you know, it's kind of sad to see that we're not going to see a Battlefront game labeled with Star Wars Battlefront 3. I've wanted to see that for so long. It's not even funny. What has it been? 6 years since Battlefront 2 was released? And ever since I played that game, I've always wanted a Battlefront 3 to come. And a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel that way. So yeah, guys, this is pretty exciting stuff. I mean, we're gonna be seeing who knows what in the future. 2014, 1 year, we're gonna be seeing Star Wars games. That's awesome. I know we were looking forward to like 1313 and stuff. I wasn't really like impressed by it. I mean, I thought the graphics were great, but that probably caused me to buy it along with it being a Star Wars game in general. Which, it's sad. A lot of people buy games that are labeled Star Wars just because they're Star Wars. I mean, I'm one of those people, but I wish I was not, because, like, actually, I'm not really. If they, whoa, if you heard that background noise, that was me getting a text. Anyways, so what was I saying? Oh, the graphics were great, and people who are buying Star Wars games just because they're Star Wars, I'm not really one of those people, because if they create a Star Wars Episode 7 game based on the movie, I'm not buying that game. That will be a crap game if they make it right off of it like they do with all of their other games, like Disney does all the time. And it's so annoying when people do that. I remember being a little kid, like say for instance, Narnia came out, okay? Oh, I'm gonna go get the Narnia game. The Narnia games suck, okay? I maybe played it for about a year-ish just to beat the game because it was impossible to beat or something. Like, I like a challenging game. But, you know, if I would be playing that now, I'd be like, this game sucks. So, you know, I don't know. I don't like when they do that necessarily. And if I were you guys, I wouldn't do that. I would let them know by not buying the game that we don't want to see that. Which we could be seeing other stuff, like a new Star Wars Battlefront type game. So yeah, guys, the last thing that I want to say about this gaming stuff is that they are using a new engine. I forget what it's called. I can't remember. Frost or something. Ice, something with ice and frost. I forget. If you guys probably know what I mean by me saying that. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not really up to date with all of this kind of stuff. All the gaming engines and whatnot. So yeah. This is pretty cool stuff, guys. I'm sure I've said that I don't know how many times in this video, but it is awesome stuff. Also, guys, Battlefront 3, what Free Radical was making. Borman 18 from Past to Present Online. He has the actual build of the game that they were making. It's not complete, it's not finished, and it looks kinda iffy. Like, it looks pretty bad. Like, the AI is terrible because the game wasn't finished yet. But if the game would have been finished, it would have been totally awesome. But if you want to know, like, what stuff was going to be in the game, implemented in it, to get ideas of what we might be seeing from these other games, or what the possibilities might hold, go to Past to Present Online and look up. He was streaming. There's an hour of Star Wars Battlefront 3 gaming, and it's pretty sweet, guys. Okay, guys, that about wraps it up for today. I should be receiving a package in the mail pretty soon, holding an exclusive Han Solo from Hoth minifigure from May the 4th, the Star Wars Day that I went on Lego.com and bought some Lego Star Wars sets. And if you want to know what I might be selling from those sets that I bought, go to the first news video and you will be able to see what I might be selling from that stuff. It has to do with buying 5 Clone Troopers vs. Droideka sets, this was the new set from the 2013 line, and also from the 2013 line, the ATRT, the newest ATRT. I bought 5 of those also, so 5 of each. And I might also be selling, actually I will be selling at least one exclusive Han Solo minifigure, so check that out when I will be doing that from the first news video. So thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, like, whatever. Show me what you want to see from me. I do mocks. This summer I'm going to be try to be doing a lot of mocks. Maybe some big stuff, maybe some smaller stuff. Who knows? This summer I'll probably also be doing a few hauls from what I buy in Lego, because I will be definitely looking for deals this summer. And this summer's gonna rock, guys. So stick around for that by subscribing. And just thank you for everything, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.